Hey Cancer, so I got a general reading for you today. We're going to be doing the rose spread. So, current situation, your past feelings or attitudes, your past actions, present advice, present feelings and ideas, where the situation is heading, and the universe's advice for the future. So, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't force anything to fit. And also, if your sun doesn't resonate for you, feel free to check out your moon, rising, Mercury, Mars, Venus. So, anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into this. Oh, sorry, one more thing. I'm doing that thing again where the zodiac sign with the most likes on these videos I'm about to release are we'll be getting a bonus reading in like 2 weeks. I think last month it was Taurus and Scorpio. So if you want a chance to get a bonus reading and you like this video, make sure you show the channel some support. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. While I'm just shuffling and preparing for this, I heard the message, I think I'm in love. So, and I'm feeling very warm and fuzzy right now. So, I think this is going to be hopefully, this will be a positive reading for Cancer. Okay, Cancer. So, for the situation, it's like I said, I was kind of getting that I think I'm in love type of thing. And it's funny because the Nine of Wands, right, is the current situation. And it's just kind of like you feel like you're in love again, but you feel like you also just fought like a battle that you're just exhausted from, like the last relationship, basically. And I think that's how that's coming across because your past feelings is the sun and like your past action is the death card. Honestly, I was a little confused. I'm like, how did we go from the star or the sun to the death card? And the star clarified that. And I feel like you just lost hope in this situation that once it made you feel really good. Emotionally, you were really happy. And, this is something that you probably put in a lot of nurturing and care into, trying to make it grow. But something happened that just you lost hope and you were just like, I have to let this go. And it kind of feels like even though you were letting it go, you still cared a lot about it. You still had a lot of strong, loving, nurturing energy towards it, right? Could have been dealing with Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, water signs in general. Could have been dealing with another Cancer, Aries, or Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be any of those, just the signs I'm seeing, right? So, the universe's advice for the present being the Ace of Cups, I just kind of see that as don't be afraid to take new offers, new love offers. It kind of feels like yeah, because you're like, you think you're in love again. You maybe not love, maybe you're just really excited and passionate about something, even though you just, you know, lost this other situation where you're still feeling beat up and bruised. And, you don't have to jump into the deep end where you're uncomfortable yet. But it does kind of take a chance because, you could still have something amazing grow from this pain that you're in, right? There is a little bit of taking the chance. And with your present feelings or attitudes, you got the Queen of Cups. And I just kind of see that as, you are being kind, sympathetic, and loving, nurturing, but you aren't just a little protective of your emotions and your energy. And there's kind of this trying to be aware of the situation, um, because there was something here that's just like it just didn't work. It made you lose hope. And I'm gonna keep going, but if I remember, I may just because I'm curious and maybe it'll help this reading resonate. I'm just kind of like, what even happened here? That that may just be me being curious, but it with the Emperor being in where the situation is heading, I think you're gaining more confidence in your power to move on and move forward, and gaining confidence and being passionate again. And it's just like you're confident because you have an awareness because of what's happened in the past. You've learned things. Maybe you've grown from cycles that, like, you may have been taking too much shit over here. Like, I don't know. There's just a sudden loss of hope, and you kind of gave up. And however that relates, I think you've learned from it, and you're starting to grow and um, maybe make better decisions. And and I'm saying that with the temperance and the future advice card. It's just, to me, there's that, yes, it can come from a need to compromise. And I'm saying that because compromise just kind of popped in my head. So maybe some of you do need to learn how to compromise better, or or stand up for yourself more in situations where the other person should compromise, instead of just giving yourself completely away to a situation. Like you may have been doing too much for someone who wouldn't do anything for you. But there is just this whole need for balance, but also um, making grounded decisions, and like not getting lost in this happiness, right? That you were in the past, because even though you were really happy, you had a lot of hope for this situation, it was still loss, right? And I think there's something to learn from that. And I really want to be nosy, so we're gonna draw a little more and just see if it resonates for you. But like, what happened to make you lose hope? So, still a little general, but maybe it's just supposed to be that way because maybe it's different for everyone. But we got the magician in that situation, and it just kind of feels like, you know what? You were really hopeful. You were really excited for the future with this person, probably, or situation, however, this is relating for you. And it's just like you thought this was everything you wanted, but there was just emotionally, it was on point. Like you had a strong connection. It's like they just made you happy, right? Or maybe you just made them happy, but sometimes that isn't enough. And I think that's kind of what you had to realize here, because what you wanted, what in a relationship and a partner and a situation, environment, like even though there were moments of like intense connection, intense happiness, even though you wanted to do a lot for this person, maybe it brought things out of you that you aren't used to having brought out of you, emotions out of you, that you aren't used to having brought out of you. It's just like it still wasn't enough, because when you thought about what you needed, what you wanted, it's just like your needs were not fulfilled in this, and maybe you were doing too much, and you were just strained in this situation. Sorry for being nosy, but that's probably why there's this need for balance and consideration, uh, more careful decision making process in the future, because it's just like, okay, yes, emotionally it's there, but what about the rest? Is the rest working out? Like, you really enjoy being around them, but how do they treat you? Like, do you have moments where it's just like, this is not working? Are you trying to force it to work? Because there's something about you losing hope in this situation. So I kind of feel like you tried and tried and tried until you just was like, fuck it, I'm done. So hopefully this resonated for you guys. Remember to like the video if it did. And for that chance for the bonus reading. And you guys have a great day.